by the causeless mercy of Guru and the Vaishnavas, we have received this good fortune of remembering the qualities of our Guru Varga. So those who have written the Shastras, they have spoken about the glories of the devotees in various ways. And to do sadhan, the best way to do sadhan is if you go near the devotees and we take their shelter, then how can we be benefited? Devotees will make all arrangements for it. And they'll make sure that we will not fall also in this path of bhajan. They'll make all arrangements at all times. By worshipping the Devatas, by taking their shelter, and by one will be happy by worshipping them. They'll give you whatever you wish, regardless of whether it is poison or nectar. They don't think about our well-being. Whatever you want, they'll give. Sadhus, they are very compassionate towards the fallen. They know that by this he will not be benefited. Therefore, what he is asking, if I give what he wants, then he will not be benefited, so I should not give. So I should give something by which he will be benefited. Because he is ignorant and in this way he has this sambandha with Maya. So he will not be benefited by giving him any Maya. The desire of anyone this way. They only give what is beneficial for them, not what they want. They'll give what they need, not something which will last only for 1 or 2 days. They will give something which is eternal. This is called Shreya Panta, and the other thing is called Preya Panta. So in this sadhus, to attract the jivas of this world, they do katha kirtan of Bhagavan. They follow his birthday, his appearance, follow his Radha Yatra. They have some various festivals by which the jivas can get this sanskar, this sukriti, which have this mamata, which they can have this samandha gyan. So they make all the arrangements for this. What is the main objective? The main objective is, anyhow, we should listen to Bhagavan's glories and honor this Nirgun Mahaprasad, Sri Bhagavan, by which they will be benefited. If one desires what he wants, then he will not give. So then Navadvip Dham. When Prabhupada Thakur was doing his preaching, then when he bought his parikrama party, Navadvip Dham parikrama, at that time, when he started parikrama, he had to face many obstacles. There was this portrait of Mahaprabhu and Radha Krishna Jugal on an elephant. Then they attacked the people there. It created many disturbances. Started beating the pilgrims, throwing stones. Started torturing in many ways. So at that time, they asked, for there was one Jaya Madai. Then he's saying we are all descendants of Jagai Madai. If Mahaprabhu came for Jagai Madai, Then he said, is there any avatar of Mahaprabhu who can also deliver us Jai Himalais? Or so many, not just two. Or else you will not leave. You will not let anyone preach here in Navadvip Dham. You will not let anyone. Even if they are sannyasis, all these things, we don't care. So at that time, there was this so much disturbance there. At that time, Param Gurudev, he opened this ashram there in Navadvip Dham. This is Devananda Gaudiya Math. Bhakti Sri Maharaj also opened his temple. Bhakti Sri Siddhanti Maharaj also opened his temple in Navadvip, not Mayapur. So that time during Radha Yatra, Param Guruji, he started this Jagannath Yatra there in Navadvip. Very big street. So beginning from Devananda Gaudiya Math, we'll go until the banks of the Ganga, where the boats would go from Navadvip to Mayapur until this ghat. The chariot would go, and then this chariot would return again to Devananda Gaudiya Math. The katha kirtan would take place on the ghat. Some kirtan would take place in the morning, then by the evening, this chariot would return. So this katha would take place there. So the time how Jagannath is so merciful, all this tattva was discussed. How the bhaktas serve the fruit of all these things. The acharyas there, they used to do kirtan of all these things. And slowly, in Navadvip Dham, Jati Gosais, the Babajis, and all the other sampradayas, they slowly, even though they tried stopping, still no one could be stopped. So Devananda Gaudiya Math started preaching so much. And the 4-5 Gaudiya Maths also opened there. So they'd go house to house every day to do Madhugari. So they also started coming to the temple, listen to hari-katha. And Param Gurudev entered into Leela. At that time, there was a scholar. What did he do? He wrote an article, and then he started preaching everywhere. They also sent this article in Devananda Gaudiya Math that Radha Yatra should not take place in Navadvip, because this Radha Yatra takes place to bring Bhagavan from Kurukshetra to Braj. This is the Bhav of Radha Yatra. The Brajvasis, they make Krishna sit on a chariot, take him, and they bring him from there to Vrindavan. Where will they take him? In Navadvip. What sort of rule is this? This is Brahma Kshetra. This is Sambho Kshetra. What is this? They said they attacked in various ways. The Radha Yatra should not take place. Radha Yatra should not take place in Vrindavan also, in Navadvip. And then Trikra Maharaj and Srila Vaman Goswami Maharaj, they gave this responsibility to Gurudev, that you should answer. At the time Gurudev, while offering them respect, he said, if Radha Yatra, if Jagannath cannot enter here in Navadvip, in Radha Yatra, Bhagavan is not respected here. Now the Shobha Yatra procession is not carried out here. Now then this is the quality of Vaishnavata, of Dharma. Is this the identification of Dharma and Vaishnavata? Because near Mayapur there's a place called Rajapur. There was a Brahmin. He, by his karmas, his body become afflicted by leprosy. And someone took him and just threw him on the banks of the Ganga. His hands and legs had melted. No one would touch him because foul smell was coming from him. And he would not die also. Anyone would come would throw some food at him. And he didn't have hands to eat. So how would he eat? How could he drink water? At that time he heard that many Tirthyatris, they go to Jagannath Yatra. And after Mahaprabhu's sannyas, lakhs of people would go walking all the way from Bengal to Jagannath Puri for the Radha Yatra to observe this Chaturmasya festival. And we say they'd spend Chaturmasya with Mahaprabhu. I was like, no, I have no hands and legs. But at least pray to Jagannath on my behalf that if anyone returns, then bring me some Jagannath Chanamrit. So he had heard about Jagannath stories before, did not have faith. When he had the Jagannath Mahaprasad, he would not accept it. Neither would he respect that bhaktas. He had his pride. He was very arrogant. He was sitting. So then what happened? Now this body, be very proud and just see his body melted. So that time he became surrendered. He started praying to Jagannath. Then what happened? Jagannath himself. The occasion of the Radha Yatra festival, during this Navkalivar, he the place where the old deities are given samadhi, and this way when these new deities are then placed, this way the Parabrahma is changed from the old deity to the new deity. This way Jagannath ji, what did he do? From the ocean, normally where the Ganga meets the ocean, but then what did he do? Anyhow, he swam across from Ganga Sagar to Navadwip, and where this Brahman was present, he gave darshan to this Brahman. After this Navakalivar ceremony was performed, and now he said, even if I cannot stand, still I'll enter the water with Jagannath. And as he was entering inside the water, then Jagannath was going deeper and deeper. He was also going deeper and deeper along with Jagannath. But Jagannath had swam the opposite direction from Ganga Sagar to Navadvip rather than going towards Ganga Sagar. So then because of the touch of Ganga Devi, we say the Chanamrit fell on the Brahman. So he was drinking this water of the Ganga, and he was shouting Jagannath, Jagannath. And then as he touched Jagannath, and what happened? When he touched Jagannath, his hands, his legs, they all appeared. Now he had no disease. Now he was completely healthy now. And he took Jagannath on his lap. And then he just little ahead of Mayapur, that is in place Simanta Devi's place, the Simantadwip, Simantapur. There Shiv Thakur is present there. The Simanta Devi was she, Parvati Devi, she took the foot dust of Bhagavan and she put it on the parting of her hair. Like how in Indian ladies they put this sindur on the parting of her hair. So therefore she put this foot dust of Mahaprabhu's foot dust on the parting of her hair. Therefore since then she was known as Simanta Devi. So Shiv Thakur said, now you'll always be happy because you have accepted this foot dust of Mahaprabhu and put it on your head. And say, this Brahman, this Gangopadhyay, he brought Jagannath there. And then And there he kept Jagannath there and he started doing his puja in this forest of Simanta Devi. At the time, the kingdom of Ballal Sen was nearby. This Lakshman Sen. So this Brahmin before he used to criticize people so much. Criticizing, he got leprosy, he was dying so much. And then Jagannath himself has come and given him darshan. He's given his mercy. And they have taken him. And he's worshipping Jagannath in the forest. So the king was very surprised. So the king, he sent his ministers. They saw that he was not just a Brahmin, he was very effulgent now, looked like a god. And he was collecting all these roots, flowers, serving Jagannath 24 hours a day. And the Devatas would come into kirtan in front of Jagannath. All the Navadaipavasis, they all would come to serve Jagannath. They bring gifts, everything. The king made a very nice temple. He put cows there, sevaks, everything. Yes, since Mahaprabhu's time. And this way, Swami Prabhupada, when he came to Mayapur, then in Navadwip, he said that Swami Maharaj's desire were all these pastime places in Braj, Navadwip, Jagannath Puri, they all be refurbished, they all be redeveloped. So he made a trust. And there, Shivji is present there on a hill, no one can disturb him there. And Simanta Devi is at a distance. And sometimes she goes to Shiv Thakur and she does kirtan, and no one disturbs them because he's absorbed in his bhajan. She doesn't disturb him also. So there, seeing that Jagannath has come there, Shiv Thakur came out of his cave and he started dancing ecstatically. He called the entire world and they all started dancing in front of Jagannath. And the king, he saw that this place is non-different from Vaikuntha. So beautiful this place is. Jagannath is so beautiful. And Bhoga is being offered to him. Shringar is being done. And the most surprising thing is, seeing this Brahmin had Devi Swarup now. So the Raja, he would celebrate all the festivals of Jagannath. And then, in due course of time, Swami Maharaj has received this seva. Now Iskon is doing very nice seva there. If you can go there, you can see for yourself. They have such a nice flower garden there, fruit garden. They offer so many different types of bhoga, arti, kirtan, hari-katha. Now they're doing very nice seva there. So our Param Guru Maharaj, he saw that those Kali-yugi Brahman. You see, sometimes in Kali-yuga, Rakshasas are born as Brahmins. All those demons of Ravan who were killed by Ram, they were asked, how will they be delivered? They will be delivered only when they oppose Bhagavan. But they opposed Bhaktas, which was far more worse. So therefore, they'll all appear as Brahmins in Kali-yuga. And they'll do all sorts of bad things. Eating meat, drinking liquor. Why? Because the sajjans, they'll do sadhana. Those are good-natured. So unless there's fear, one will not do sadhana bhajan. So when these Brahmins will disturb people so much, then they'll automatically do bhajan, sadhana. Like we see the Brahmins, Ravan's followers, they used to insult Vibhishan so much, beat him, criticize him so much. So Ravan, he asked Vibhishan, why do you chant Ram? Who is this Ram? I'm chanting Ram, and Ram means Ravan, Ma means Mandodari. Therefore I'm doing bhajan of both of you. This is the meaning of Ram. Then Ravani embraced Vibhishan. No, I will not say anything to you. You're doing my bhajan. You're worshipping me. So you're worshipping me and Mandodari. Therefore you're chanting Rama. So you'd always chant Ram. And he said, no, you do Ram Nam everywhere, no problem. But don't worship anyone else. You should know that I am the Param Devata of all Devatas. I am Parameshwar. I am Parabrahma. There's no one greater than me. Say, Vibhishan said, alright. But you see how when Hanuman came there, Ravan he bound Hanuman, his son bound Meghanad with his Brahmastra. Said, don't kill him this way. He set his tail on fire. And say, when this tail became very long, and they say, as they were wrapping his tail in cloth, they're putting oil, so much oil that he used millions of liters of oil. And they set his tail on fire. They said, just he's going to die, still he's laughing. He's a very astonishing monkey, they were thinking. And what did he do? He started moving his tail in a circle. And then he burnt all of Lanka to ashes with that very tail that set fire on. Now they were thinking, what should we do? Should we attack Hanuman or should we douse this fire, extinguish this fire that's raging in Lanka? He burnt every part of Lanka to ashes. At the time, by Ram's darshan, by Sita's darshan, they were still not delivered. They'd still be born as Brahmins in Kali Yuga. Therefore, they will never be the well-wishers of anyone. We're creating so many disturbances. So in Mayapur, Maharaj saw that the king has made a very nice temple. But the Brahmin, by Jagannath's mercy, became very pure-hearted. And since then, Jagannath Seva Puja is going on. So Param Gurudev would say, except for Jagannath, who is there to deliver such miscreants, such wicked people? Mahaprabhu, he took sannyas and left Navadip Mayapur, saying, because the Brahmins wanted to beat Mahaprabhu. And then when he returned to Kulia, then some of the Brahmins, they were delivered. But many of them were still not delivered. Therefore, Param Gurudev, when he started his Radha Yatra, that time, this Radha Yatra started. Hari-katha, kirtan, prasad was distributed to so many people, so many would be benefited. So when Param Gurudev left, then they said this Radha Yatra should not be done in Navadip. So they started attacking so much. And Gurudev he answered. If you read Param Gurudev's biography, there's Gaudiya Patrika, there's Bhagavad Patrika, then you can read Gurudev's reply. The time when he gets his reply, there was a big commotion. When they started fasting, the other party, but still they could not do anything. At that time the Radha Yatra increased even more, 1,000 times more. At the time the Radha Yatra, all of Navadip came there. Even those who didn't know what this Radha Yatra was, even they started coming for this festival. So Bhagavan Jagannath is so merciful. Once Swami Maharaj went to Jagannath Puri. There is a rule that once one crosses the ocean, then he can now have darshan of Jagannath. Even if any of the sevaks of Jagannath cross the ocean and leave, then even the sevaks of Jagannath cannot come and serve Jagannath. So they told Swami Maharaj, you cannot enter inside. So Swami Maharaj said, I have not come to see Jagannath. I have come to take Jagannath away from you. I'm taking Jagannath away from here now, he said. Let's see how you keep him here. And what did he do? The entire world, this Radha Yatra festival is taking place. So, dancing, singing in front of Jagannath. Everyone is attracted by his Radha Yatra. And with the Jagannath Mahaprasad, he satisfied everyone. What did he do? Not just his Atma Gyan or Sarup Siddhi, he gave them direct service to Jagannath. So Maharaj would say, if any sadhak wants to do sadhana in this world, then first of all, he should do hari-katha. Along with Sankirtan, but you should bring Bhagavan. This procession should take place, this Radha Yatra with kirtan. They say anyone who sees him, Jagannath, everyone will be pure. So they say anyone who comes in front of Bhagavan, we cannot see Bhagavan by our eyes, but Bhagavan's eyes are very big and he's looking at us. We can't come in front of him. If his glance just falls on us, then no need for it, no need of anything. Automatically we are delivered. So Maharaj said, just see, today is Bhagavan's Radha Yatra, this is Ghosh Yatra. Bhagavan, he gives everyone darshan. Bhagavan is saying, who is coming in front of me? Who is coming to pull me on the chariot? So once, when there was Radha Yatra going on, the time everyone was either offering gifts, doing arati, offering pranams, offering fruits and flowers. And when the Radha Yatra would proceed, they take the dust of the chariot, roll in the dust. Everyone was so happy. There was an old lady. She said, oh, this huge chariot is coming. Then she saw, I have nothing. What can I possibly give? She didn't have even one proper cloth to wear. Anyhow, she covered her body, and then there in the shade of a tree, she stood somewhere on the side. When Jagannath's eyes are so big, he sees everyone. It seems that he's only looking at me. Anyone who sees him thinks Jagannath is only looking at him or her. If you look at any picture, any angle you look at, from any angle of vision, you can see that this photo is only looking at you. And anywhere you're going, you'll see, oh, this picture is looking at me. This way, anywhere you go, just keep it somewhere in a room, you can see it. You'll feel that this photo is only looking at you. So wherever you're going, Jagannath will follow you. Wherever you go, he'll follow you. So this old lady, she said, I have nothing. What can I possibly give? So then she tore a piece of a cloth. Because already her cloth was tattered. And she tore a piece of it and she offered arati to Jagannath. She said, Prabhu, I have nothing except this torn piece of cloth. So this is for you. And she offered a ghee lamp out of the cloth. Then Bhagavan accepted her arati. Then Bhagavan said, you will never have any shortage of cloth your entire life. Therefore, to prove his words true, what did Prabhu do? When Draupadi, the old lady, she was born as Draupadi next life. She was Yajnaseni, born from the Yajna. Just see how they said, no, we'll make you naked. Duryodhana Dushasana, they said. And what Prabhu said, you'll never have any shortage. So therefore, if Prabhu would not fulfill his promise, then no one will believe in him. If you do even little seva, he'll think of it as great seva. She just on a piece of a cloth. Say, Prabhu, he gave so much cloth that it seemed there was a huge mountain of cloth. Everyone was drowning in the cloth. It seemed all of Hastinapur would go inside the cloth. And Dushasan, he was pulling, and his hands became very tired then. He could no longer pull anymore. So Prabhu is saying, oh Draupadi, do you remember when my Radha Yatra was going on? Everyone was giving me something on the other. And you were an old lady and you gave me a piece of cloth. And now just see what I've given you now in return. Are you happy? So just see, by the touch of the cloth, anyone who saw that cloth, and by the influence of the presence of the cloth, all the demons there, they become very scared. The time Bhishma Pitama said, now there will be a Mahapralaya and everyone will be destroyed now. Everything will be destroyed. This is bound to happen. Then Gandhari, she came running. And she said, oh daughter-in-law, I am pleading to you with folded hands. Don't curse this dynasty. This dynasty will be destroyed. So, you've been born from this yagya. Whatever is going to happen is bound to happen. So don't curse anyone. But the Rupa said, already I've made a promise in my mind. So that time she said, this is bound to happen. The destruction of this dynasty. Then Gandhari, she chastised Duryodhana. That you see, she's a sister-in-law of your elder brother. She's like your mother. So will you also strip me naked and see me naked as well? Now you're no longer my son. So since that day, Gandhari actually renounced him. So that time Gandhari had requested Draupadi so much, don't curse them. But then actually Draupadi had already made a sankalpa that this dynasty will be destroyed. This Kuru dynasty. Then after that you see everyone was killed in the Mahabharata. No one was there even to offer a lamp for them. You see, how long will demons be powerful? One day all their power will be gone. See, auspicious. He never forgets even the smallest of services. One renders life after life. He'll never forget. For that soul. Therefore, when he comes out, like you see in the Radha Yatra, Jagannath Puri, all the Muslims, low caste people, all the cobblers, they all come and have darshan of Jagannath. They offer arti, they offer bhoga. And anyone who's sick, they even offer tablets to him. Here, Jagannath, you accept these tablets. You accept this medicine and make me healthy. So Jagannath says, alright, I'll make you healthy. But you should not trouble others. Will you promise? And I said, yes. Will you remain peaceful? Cures him Jagannath. But those who are arrogant, they'll never be peaceful at heart. So Prabhu, this way, he changes the hearts of such demons. So wherever the Radha Yatra takes place, there everything becomes beautiful in all ways. And that place where Radha Yatra doesn't take place, that country where Radha Yatra doesn't take place, that country or that place is like a crematorium where only this fire is raging. This Ratha is, there are also Radha Yatras. What kind of Radha Yatra? Where dead bodies are carried on chariots. In such places where kirtan is not done, hari-katha is not spoken, where bhoga is not offered to Bhagavan, such places are like crematoriums. You say lakhs of people start observing this Radha Yatra in Navadwip. No, you go there, there's no one to offer. No one does any opposition there, no. So then Maharaj again. Now the recent Radha Yatra took place in Navadwip. They called all the sadhus from Kshetra Mandal, Braj Mandal, God Mandal, everyone, and they observed Radha Yatra. So Vaman Goswami Maharaj, he said, in Jagannath Puri, they observe Radha Yatra. And our Guru Maharaj, he started Radha Yatra here in Navadwip. So Vaman Maharaj, he said, you ask Jagannath, if he's happy, we'll go to Puri. And if he's happy here, then we'll observe Radha Yatra here. What should we do? We ask him. Previously, some of the brahmachari sannyasis would go to Jagannath Puri. And then this way, they started observing Radha Yatra there in Navadwip on the same day as Radha Yatra there. They would go observe this Gundicha Mandir Marjan and immediately come back to Navadwip to observe the Radha Yatra there. And sometimes they'd go to observe the Ulta Radha Yatra in Puri. But the Radha Yatra in Navadwip, they would never miss. They would always be there. And this way the other disciples of Prabhupada would also come there and do Radha Yatra. They would speak hari-katha. And even now in Mayapur, they observe Radha Yatra from Jogpit. And even from the Jagannath Mandir in Rajpur, the devotees in Iskon, they observe this festival. They say Navadvip Dham, so many different devotees are observing Radha Yatra. Because Bhagavan's desire that if I don't give darshan, if I there's no other way to deliver these jivas, because the jivas will not come to me, so I myself will go and deliver them. They will not come, so I'll sit on my chariot and go to them. Bhagavan Jagannath, he makes all arrangements. What will he do? Anything. He's possible. He can do that which is possible and impossible. He can make the impossible possible. He knows what to do. So they say, when this situation was not pacified, even then Radha Yatra started. So many kirtan parties came. At the time, Jagannath, this time he called all the Pandit Brahmins. The sannyasis did not call anyone. Jagannath himself called them. And they all came and his Swasti Vachan, Mangal Vachan, offered Stuti to Jagannath. In this way, it seemed they are all Vaikuntha Dutas, messengers of Vaikuntha, Devatas. So Radha Yatra was celebrated very nicely. And even now it's going on in Navadvip. This way Radha Yatra was done there. And then so Param Gurudev had given him this place in Mathura. So then Gurudev returned from Navadvip to Mathura. At the time in Vrindavan, they would not observe this full Kumbh Mela. It was of the half Kumbh Mela. So during this Kumbh Mela, all the sadhus, santas, this Mahamandaleshwara, Rati, Maharati, Nagas, they all come for Kumbh Mela. So this invitation came to Maharaj that you also please come to this Artha Kumbh Mela with all the devotees. Hari-katha, kirtan of a Mahaprasad. And they say there'd be big festivals. All the sadhus would come from all the char sampradayas. Ramdas Shastri, Gaurkshor Shastri, Kishoridas Babaji Maharaj, Vanmalidas Shastri. And all these scholars, brilliant scholars, they would come. They would all come. So that time, they requested that all the acharyas of all the sampradayas, they should all come. Like the Acharya Ramanuja Sampradaya, Nimbarka Acharya, Vishnu Swami Sampradaya, Tattavadi, Madhvacharya Sampradaya, Gaudiya Sampradaya, all the main acharyas from all the sampradayas, they were all invited to come. Then it is Kumbh Mela, then this nectar is distributed. Where there are no sadhus, then how is that place, Tirtha? There is only a speculation of the mind to go to places on the pretext of visiting pilgrimage places when there are no sadhus. Because then Bhagavan is also not there in such a place. Wherever the bhaktas are, Bhagavan is also there. Amrita is distributed there, where the foot touch of the bhaktas is present. So in this way, after this meeting was done, all the big acharyas, they were called. And they were very happy. And then how were they received? Some came to the railway station to receive them. And this way, all the devotees would be doing kirtan. And different chariots are made. And so, along with Sankirtan, they were brought to Vrindavan. At the time, there won't be Kumbh Mela there. At the time, Kumbh Mela was not in Keshi Ghat. It was in Vara Ghat, near Sun Rock. This old Chir Ghat. It would be from Kaliyada. There was a very old place there. So there, the Sadhu Kumbh Mela would be observed, not in Keshi Ghat. At the time, everyone had their own tents. Ramanuja Sampradaya, Nimbarka Sampradaya, Vishnu Swami, Gaudiya Sampradaya, Madhvacharya Sampradaya, Shankaracharya, all of them had their own camps, and all the acharyas would come. And so they were received so nicely. Flowers would be showered on them, kirtan was done. At the time if any had captured this on video, then you could have realized how they were all doing kirtan ecstatically, how the sadhus were received. There was not now that time there was so much water in the Yamuna because there was no dam there in Delhi. So all the water from the Yamuna would come, very clean, sweet water. And this Yamuna would come because this Taj Mahal is on the banks of the Yamuna. But now you see there's nothing, no water in the Yamuna now. There's Bailwan on one side. There's Vrindavan. This way, there'd be big assemblies. And there'd be a big stage, 20 feet high, where all the acharyas from all sampradayas would sit. And this way, one sampradaya would speak on one day. And this way, Abhishek would be done on Krishna. Shankaracharya has 4 mats. And all the 4 mats Krishna is worshipped. This is Govardhan Mat, Joshi Mat, Sadha Mat. There Krishna is worshipped in all the 4 temples, and the Vigraha of Krishna is also present there. And so they worship Krishna. Madhacharya Sampradaya for Gopal. Vishnu Sampradaya, Vishnu Swami Sampradaya also worship Bhagavan. Even Nimbaditya they worship Krishna. And Ramanaji Sampradaya they worship Lakshmi Narayan. But when they all came here, they became very happy. And they started speaking hari-katha. And not to attack, criticize anyone, no. They spoke the impartial. They spoke in a very impartial way, glorifying Bhagavan. And such nectar was distributed that it seemed that entire Vrajamandal was infused with newer and newer potency. At the end, the Babas from Radha, Govardhan, Nandagaon, Barsana, they all came. So after Katha Kirtan, they would all sit down and together they would discuss very astonishing sight to behold. This would go on for 15 days. At the time, some devotees from Mathura, the Shergad, Kelanwan, they all came to Mathura and they told Gurudeva Maharaj, we have a dharamshala which is 300 years old, you should take it. So Maharaj said, we are sadhus, what will we do with such property? We have come to do bhajan, not get entangled in such property. See, Vaman Dev asked for 3 steps of land, but I am thinking only 1 step of land is enough for me. What will you do with 3 steps of land? Why do we need all these mat mandirs? Gurudev has given already 1 mat, 1 temple. This is more than enough. And we'll follow this order of our Guru Maharaj. So what will I do with this dharamshala? What Param Gurudev's desire was that we should have a place in Vrindavan. Because Mathura is Mathura, Vrindavan also should have a place. He said, alright, let me think about it. They said, already you'll have give it, then you have to register it in our society's name. But then what if you sell it away? What if I do everything and Gurudev said, even if I build a temple there, what if you chase me away? See, they'll call sadhus, and when the temple is developed, and when people start coming, they'll chase the sadhu away. And then they'll continue the temple. Because they don't have this desire to build. So they'll make the sadhus build it and they'll chase the sadhus away. So then, there was a big assembly where the trustees sat down. And then they say 19 people, they went and registered the name, registered the dharamshala in the society's name. This was in 1984. The time to register that, there were only 13 rupees. 13 rupees was needed to register the temple. The time 5 generations of pujaris were staying in that place. Gurudev said, let me go see. So he brought with the devotees doing kirtan to that place. And as soon as they entered inside, all these pujaris, they went to the police station to brought the police. And the gundas came saying, oh, these babas, they're troubling us, they're doing teasing us. And we see, and then they point at the sannyas dandas that Gurudev and sannyas is bought, and they told the police, see, they use these dandas to beat us. They told the police they use these sannyas dandas to beat us. Just see, so many things they started saying, complain. But they didn't know that if you poke, that if you poke at a bee nest, what will happen? The bees will come and bite you. This they didn't know. So they were poking at this beehive. Because you see, a beehive, it's very big, and the bees are very big. So if you just poke at this beehive even a little, then what will happen? Then all the swarm, the entire swarm of bees will bite you. Even if you go jump inside the river, they'll come and they'll bite you. And the sting, when they sting you, the pain of that sting, you'll never forget your entire life. When you're stung in such a way. So they thought that we'll do whatever we want, but actually they're poking at this beehive. They went to the police station. They were saying so many things. They said there's no need to fight with Maharaj. Someone spoke some good sense into them. Go and make a settlement. So then, that I'm seeing Maharaj. All the police also went away because they had very high regard about Maharaj. And then they fell at the feet of Maharaj and said, "Oh Maharaj, where will we go now? We have no place. You make some arrangement for us." And Maharaj said, "You see, I'm a beggar. Rather than he called us here to Vrindavan, so we came. So if she gave us a place, we're accepting this place. You see, we don't have any money, nothing. All of you are like monkeys. You know how to steal from others, but we don't know how to steal from others. We only accept little madhukari and we maintain ourselves." So that time Gurudev, he had many devotees in Mathura. So Gurudev, he never took anything from anyone in Mathura. So then they said, "Maharaj, this Maheshwari family, this Dharmshala has come. They have given you this building. So we'll redevelop this place." Then Gurudev said, "Alright, you redevelop it." And then they took some 200 square feet of land from the temple. They made some rooms there with bathroom, kitchen. They made a nice boundary and they gave it to the pujaris. "Here, you stay here." And then when they left, and then there were some people who were giving rent, 30 paisa, 40 paisa, very less rent. So then they're also not being giving any money. So then Gurudev also requested these people to leave. Because in Vrindavan before, there was no sweet water anywhere except Rupa Sanatana Gaudiya Math. Because there was a huge well there and everyone would draw water from that well. At that time also Yamuna Gali, Man Gali, Kunj Gali. This Rupa Sanatana Gaudiya Math is in the middle of all these gullies. Seva Kunj is right there. So who will want to leave this place? So then anyhow Mathura Walas, then they gave 500 rupees, 1000 rupees, 5000 rupees, and they sent all them away, all these tenants. And now the time came to refurbish this place, redevelop. So then thinking how to build this temple. They need more money. So then this news went to my Guru Maharaj. My Guru Maharaj gave 5000 rupees. And when Trivikram Maharaj heard, what did he do? He went, although he was 70 years old, 65, 70 years old, he said, "Maharaj, I have one solution." He'd go Bhiksha on a cycle. He would go all the way from Calcutta, 60-70 kilometers, he'd go cycling. And then he'd go morning Bhiksha, and then someone give 25 paisa, 10 paisa, 1 rupee. And this way anyhow would maintain the temple. And whatever money he'd save, he'd either give to Gurudev or Vaman Goswami Maharaj. But every day he'd do Bhiksha. Return 3 o'clock in the afternoon. His glories are unlimited. So he said, "Maharaj, I have one thing." "What is that?" He said, "Maharaj, when I was in my childhood, they forcibly married me. So then, what would my wife say from the previous ashram? She said, if you'll be a sadhu, I'll also become a sadhu. When I came to Devananda Gaudiya Math, she also came running behind me. And she said, I'll fast until death." If you Gurudev said, just see what kind of sadhu he is. 70 years old. Still anyhow he fought with the bank employees and he bought this for the service of the temple, maintenance of the temple.